Evening all, I'm Dr. Sujitra. Before going into this video, if you like this video, please kindly like, share and subscribe. Today we are going to see about nursing bottle caries. Nursing bottle caries is otherwise known as an early childhood caries or ECC. From the term nursing bottle caries, you can understand that nursing of the child was not proper for a long period of time. So you can see in this picture, there is a decay in the upper teeth, that is, there is a decay in the maxillary central incisors. So this is due to the improper bottle feed of a child for a long period of time. That is not the milk is actually the cause, the sugary contents in the milk is causing the decay. So this is the clinical picture of a child who is affected by early childhood caries. So what is the main clinical sign of a early childhood caries? So the main clinical sign is a white spot lesion. So you can see a white spot lesion around the neck of the tooth. Okay, so around the neck of the primary maxillary central incisors. So this is the clinical sign. So you can see a wide band of lesion which is around the maxillary central incisors. So this might cavitate and it progress further. So later the complete tooth structure is lost because the enamel and dentin of the primary dentation is very thin. So the complete tooth structure is lost. So most commonly maxillary central incisors will be affected. Maxillary molars are also affected in moderate to severe cases. So I already told it is mainly due to unhealthy feeding habits. So what are the main reasons the child is getting the early childhood caries is due to unhealthy diet and improper oral hygiene, unhealthy feeding habits. These are the main reasons. So once the tooth erupts into the oral cavity, that is around the 6 months of age, the parent should brush the child's tooth. So there are many finger brushes are available in the market. So the parents can get the finger brush and brush the teeth child. So this is the radiographic picture of a primary dentition. So the enamel and dentin is very thin and the pulp horns are higher. So you can see the pulp horns are higher. So the cavity invasion is very faster in primary dentition. So what are the treatment modalities? So when you see a child with a early childhood caries, so what are the treatment modalities you have to follow? So the first and foremost things is fluorides. Okay, so the fluorides application can be done from small age till the geriatric. That is, you can apply it in older patients also. So the fluorides are available in many forms. It is available in varnish forms, gel forms and foams. Okay. So how will you apply the varnish form? So the varnish form is applied for a small kids, that is uncooperative kids. Okay. What are the procedures you have to follow while applying the varnish form? So first initially you have to isolate the tooth, then you have to dry the tooth with a cotton gauze, then you have to apply a thin layer of fluoride varnish over the tooth using a fluoride varnish brush. This is fluoride varnish brush which will be given along with the fluoride varnish bottle. Then you have to leave it for 1 minute. Ask the patient not to eat or drink for 45 minutes. So what are the procedures? Dry the tooth, isolate the tooth, apply a thin layer of fluoride varnish, leave it for 1 minute, ask the patient not to drink or eat for 45 minutes and ask the patient not to brush for a day. So gel forms. So gel application can be done using a trace. So these are there are many fluoride application gel trays are available in the market. You can also use drop trays. So how will you apply a fluorides in gel form? So you have to place a cotton over the tray, then you have to displace the fluoride gel over the cotton, then place it in the child's mouth and leave it for 1 minute. Ask the patient not to eat or drink for 45 minutes. So take the tray, place a cotton over it and displace a gel over the cotton and place it in the child's mouth, keep it for 1 minute and ask the patient not to eat or drink for 45 minutes. So these fluoride gels and varnish can be done biannually a year. It can also be done 4 times a year. So there are many remineralization techniques also available. So GC tooth mousse. So I'll also update the video about GC tooth mousse later. The very important and most effective remineralization technique of a child is silver diamine fluoride. So silver diamine fluoride will stop the progression of the caries and it will stop the bacterial invasion. It promotes the remineralization. So silver ions which will kill bacteria, that is promoting the decay. Fluoride ions promote hydroxyapatite and fluorapatite formation. So this is a cavitated tooth. What is the main disadvantage of a silver diamond fluoride is stains, that is black stains. If the silver diamond fluoride comes in contact with other oral tissues also, it will cause staining in the oral tissues, but that is temporary. So this staining is also a not problem, since it is stopping the progression of the caries. Your enamel and dentin is safe now. You can cover with any biocompatible material like GICs later. So this is you have to apply this silver diamond fluoride for a year, once in a year. After 3 months, you have to recall the patient and you have to check for the result. If you are not satisfied with the results, you can apply it again. So the pit and fissure sealants are also effective. You have to go for a pit and fissure sealants if there is minute pit and fissures present. Okay, don't go for a pit and fissure sealants if you get a deep catch. So this is the review of sealant application, preparation, etching, cleaning and drying, applying the sealants, and light curing. Okay, so preparation is mild preparation, and you have to etch, then you have to dry the tooth, apply a sealant, then light cure it. So thank you, keep watching and supporting my videos.